We're going to kick it off with Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. So that's what you got to do. You got to constantly endure when you in this. Endure, to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking. To continue in existence. Make hard, hearten, bear, tolerate, keep up, maintain, be firm, solid, steadfast, to remain. So we got to keep on holding on. To preserve under misfortune and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Yahweh Shah. To endure, bear bravely and calmly ill treatment, suffer, sometimes painful and difficult, patiently, to undergo, especially without giving up, endure hardship, endure great pain, to suffer something difficult, unpleasant, or painful, to come to a knowledge of something by living through it. So that's what we got to do. We got to endure while we in this gospel. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, so we got to endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So it's all about endurance, enduring to the end. Matthew 10:22. Matthew 10:22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. So that's what we got to do. We gonna be hated by all men for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah name's sake. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the city of Israel till the Son of Man come. So we're going to have to flee into other cities and things of that nature when it get hot and steamy on us. You got to endure. You got to keep holding on. Isaiah 59:15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that depart from evil maketh himself a prey. So when you depart from evil, you make it yourself a prey. You know, people want to come at you way wrong, you know. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endures temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh has promised to them that love him. So blessed is the man that endures temptation until you, and we know what enduring means. undergo or suffer, especially without breaking. So that's what we got to do. We got to endure in this fellowship. Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, because the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Amen.
Yes, yes, yes. So we got to be faithful even to death. We got to endure. And we know what enduring, we got to keep on holding on. Esdras 8 and 16. Esdras 8 and 6. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come into my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindreds? So we're going to have to endure, even though we're going to see the 2/3, our kindreds, our people, the destruction of the 2/3 that the Lord is going to have to kill, going to send his death angels. For how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people? Or how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindreds? You know, you're going to have to stay strong. You know, some of our loved ones going to die. Some of our kids, some of our mothers, some of our fathers, uncles, nephews, and nieces. But you're going to have to endure to the end. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. You got to keep holding on. Got him a new car and he's showing out. First Corinthians 10 and 13. There has no temptation. What an asshole. There has no temptation take you but such as in common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not serve you to be tempted above that are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that may be able to bear it. So he's not going to put any, thing that you cannot endure without a way of escaping it. He know how much you can bear. He know how much you can tolerate. Hebrews 3 and 14. For we are made partakers of a Mashiach if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast until the end. So that's what we got to do. We got to stay steadfast until the end. We got to keep on holding on. We got to endure to the end. Revelations 2:25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So the Lord gonna give you power over the nations to be judges, priests, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Yes, so the Lord, you gonna rule over Esau with a rod of iron. You know, this one Edomite, he was telling me, oh, I'm gonna be working for you in a minute. You know, he was clowning. But if the Lord willing, if he in the kingdom, he gonna be one of my slaves, and I'm gonna rule over him with a rod of iron. I'm gonna be on his ass. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received my Father, and I will give him the morning star. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the church. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to rule over them with a rod of iron, our enemies. Esau, Edom, despicable Esau. Hebrews 10:36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. But the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall not know pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto prediction, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So we gonna endure to the end if we're them man with a hopeful elect. So we gotta put on as if we were the elect. Psalms 138. Psalms 138, 1-8. I will praise thee with my whole heart. Before Yahweh will I sing praise unto thee. I will worship towards the holy temple and praise thy name for thy lovely kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. In the day when I cried, thou answered me and strengthened me with strength in my soul. All the kings of the earth shall praise thee, O Yahweh, when they heard the words of thy mouth. Yea, they shall sing in the way of Yahweh, for great is the glory of Yahweh. Though Yahweh be high, yet has he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off. Though I walk through the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt strengthen forth thy hand against the wrath of my enemies, and thy right hand shall save me. Yahweh wills perfect that which concerneth me. Thy mercy, O Yahweh, endures forever. Forsake not the works of thy own hand. So the Lord, King David was asking the Lord, don't forsake the works of thy hand, because he's the master potter. He made us. Let's go to Galatians 6 and 9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we not faint. So if we don't faint, if we just stay strong to the end and endure, we gonna reap in due season. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Yes, yes, yes. So we gonna get ours in due season. Romans 8 and 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are the called according to his purpose. So we know the hopeful elect are the callings to the Lord's perfect purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also predestinated to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn of many brethren. So our hero Yahweh Shai is our big brethren. We formed in his image. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So in that hour of temptation, the Lord's gonna keep us. We just gotta endure. We gotta keep holding on. John 10 and 25. Yahweh Shah answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do is in my Father's name. They bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not my sheep. As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. So through all our temptation and enduring, the Lord still is going to keep us. Nobody's going to be able to pluck us out of their hand. Pluck, to seize, claim oneself, to take hold, to separate. So no one's going to be able to separate us from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, the chosen elect. Genesis 50 and 20. But as for me, ye thought evil against me, but Yahweh meant it unto good. So it's going to be some people going to think evil of you and do things evil unto you. But Yahweh going to make it unto good. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but Yahweh meant unto good, to bring to pass as it to this day, to save much people alive. So Joseph, his brothers sold him, and he went to Egypt, but it was for their own good because a famine came and he helped his whole family. So for those thinking evil or present evil towards you, the Lord gonna make it as good. Malachi 7. Malachi 7, 5 and 6. Michael 7, 5 and 6. Trust ye not a friend, but ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the door of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy blossom. For the son dishonors the father. The daughter rises up against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemy are the man of his own house. So it's going to get to a time that you're not going to even be able to even trust your wife, your daughter, the mans of your house, your brothers, your uncles, your nephews. They're going to rise up against you. Luke 21 and 12. But before all these things they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, deliver you up to Saigons and unto prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Yeah, so they're going to betray you. They're going to do the 42 fake on you. They're going to sneak on you. They're going to snake on you. Matthew's, you got to read to 16 with that. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Set it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which for all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So we even gonna get put to death out here, And if you a soldier for the Lord, and the Lord, you in a war, some soldiers gonna die. Everybody not gonna make it in a war. Some soldiers gonna die in a war. Matthew 24 and 9. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So, like I said, they're going to 42 fake you. They're going to sneak you. They're going to snake you. But remember, we in a war, So all soldiers ain't going to make it. When you in a war, we're going to have to take some casualties. Some of us is not going to make it. That's a part of the program. That's a part of war. Revelations 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are that they keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in Yahweh from here forth. So some of us gonna die. We ain't gonna make it. All of us ain't gonna make it, but we still gotta keep holding on, staying strong, enduring to the end. Yea, saints, says the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. So our works gonna follow us. If we be one of those soldiers that die in combat, because soldiers die in combat. So if we one of them soldiers that die in combat, our works gonna follow us. Because what you a soldier for the army of the Lord. 2 Timothy 2:2. Second Timothy 2:2. And these things that thou hast heard of among many witnesses, the same commit thyself, faithful man, who shall be able to teach others. If thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh, no man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chose him to be a soldier. So we soldiers. If the Lord chose you and you one of those chosen elect, you know that you in a war. Exodus 15:3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Let me say that one. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So, you knowing that the Lord is a man of war and we his soldiers. And right now we in combat. And all of us ain't gonna make it. In every war, you're gonna lose some soldiers. The other side don't like you. Esau and the 2/3. Psalms 139:20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And I am not grieved with those that rise up against thee. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. So Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai enemies is your enemies. Because we in a war. The other side don't like you. Genesis 25:27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. So our enemy, Esau, Edom, he's a cunning hunter. Despicable Esau, And the boys grew. And our enemies, they warriors too. So we gonna lose some. Genesis 27:40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. So is blessed. So his blessing is the sword. and by thy sword shall thou live. So Esau, his blessing is the sword. Was not King David a soldier? Was not Abraham a soldier? Was not Jacob a soldier? Was not Joshua a soldier? Are you not a soldier? But you're on the winning team. You're on the winning side. Let's get it. Psalms 17. Psalm 17, 13 and 14. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. That's Esau, that's your enemy. From man which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasures. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babies. So we know that Jacob, he don't got nothing to leave but some debt to his children. But Esau and his blessings, you know, the Rothschild and all them, they got blessings to lead to the money, their wealth. So now we know the wicked. Psalms 22, 1 Samuel 22. First Samuel 22 and 17. And the king said unto the footman that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Lord, because their hands also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not show it to me. But the servants of the king would not put forth their hands to fall upon the priests of Yahweh. So the servants knew not to do that. And the king said to Dugan, turn unto and fall upon the priests. And Dugan the Edomite turned and he fell upon the priests. So the Edomites always been eager to use their swords, but we got to endure to the end. Keep holding on. And with that, we're going to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Shalom.